All right, VIP traders, let's do this. Today is Tuesday, May 6th, and these are the trading ranges for today. We're starting in SPY. We are on the 30-minute time frame, and today's implied move is between 558 and 569, and that is from options. You could see that in pre-market we're at 558.85. So right now pre-market brings us right here to the bottom of this up gap near the bottom of the implied move. The 30-day average volatility 546 to 581, and on Wednesday's contract 555 to 572. The average of the three volatility readings, we have 553 to 574. And to the upside, let's just look at the upside from where we are in pre-market right here, which is at the bottom of the implied move. We do have the 35 EMA both on the 30-minute time frame and on that big weekly candle time frame right here. So 35 EMA, this definitely could be a wall right here. And then of course we have this up gap right here, which looks like it's going to be an island gap. So we'll start actually with an island gap here and a second island gap underneath us. We have this down gap, this up gap underneath. So really interesting way to start the day. Underneath that, we have the 50-day moving average pointing us lower with the momentum there. And we are heading into the day with a red signal line. So definitely an interesting setup here. Since we are starting near the bottom of the implied move, I'm going to be leaning into these spreads right away, right at open. I'm feeling like I might be pretty brave today and go in with 558, 555 right off the bat here, and then have a backup over here. SPX, the implied move on the day, 5,600 to 5,705. Futures right now are down 0.78%, so that's going to take us down to right here. So 5,605 is where that takes us. 5,600 is the bottom of the implied move, and you could see we have this up gap right here from earnings. That would give us a down gap and put us right here in front of this island gap, which is a wild way to start. We do have the 35 EMA weekly time frame here, 50-day moving average pointing us lower as well. So bottom of the trading range today is very likely 30-day average volatility 54.75 to 58.25. And tomorrow's contract 56.65 to 57.30. The average of the three volatility readings is 55.80 to 57.55. And both of those spreads here are going to be something I look at right at open, because we will be opening near the bottom of the implied move. So selling into that premium today, QQQ implied move 480 to 492. 30-day average 467 to 504, 477 to 494 on tomorrow's contract for FOMC, and 474 to 497 is the average. And honestly, the average does push us out quite a bit from what options is saying. So on the downside, 477, 474 looks like a great spread. 494, 497 on that upside. If we do take it that way, we also do have that 200-day moving average, so maybe 492, 494 as well. So lots of good targets to reach for. We are in pre-market down a little over 1%, and that does take us to 480, and that is right here. So again, same thing here. We do have this island gap right here. That would actually bring us back under it, give us a triple. And then we do have this support gap here just above this 50-day moving average that is pointing us lower. Red signal line to start the day, so expect a move lower. And then IWM, implied move here, 196, 202, and 193 to 205 is the 30-day average volatility. 195 to 203 on tomorrow's contract, and then that average 194 to 204 really makes this right here a great spread. We do have the rest of this bear gap right here that we did see as resistance, 35 EMA, which it looks like we're going to break that right away, and that takes us right to the 50-day moving average in pre-market. and definitely gives a good opportunity to lean into some of this premium down here. And lastly, DIA. So DIA in pre-market looks like a gap down underneath the 50-day moving average. That is a statement move right there. If that is above us, that is downward momentum. Underneath that, we do have this up gap from last week before earnings down at 406. And then we do have the bottom of the implied move on the week was 404. We have that 1 hour 200 moving average underneath us as well, facing down, extremely overbought, and looks like we might start pulling it down a little bit and fixing some of those momentum before we take a move higher. So there you have it, guys. Right now it is 9 a.m. We've got 30 minutes till market opens. Have fun, trade safe, make sure you take profits when you're up. I will see you guys today after markets close.